Welcome to the 5-Minute History Podcast from 5minutehistory.com, where we take a historical look at things in about 5 minutes. If you enjoy the show and would like to support us, please consider buying us a coffee. Head on over to 5minutehistory.com/coffee to see how. This is episode 73, The History of Paris. The history of Paris is a rich and complex narrative, reflecting its status as one of the most influential cities in the world. From its origins as a small settlement to its role as a global cultural and political center, Paris has been shaped by centuries of transformation, conflict, and artistic innovation. The origins of Paris date back to ancient times, when a Celtic tribe known as the Parisii established a settlement on the banks of the River Seine around 250 BCE. The strategic location provided access to trade routes and natural defenses, allowing the settlement to thrive. When the Romans arrived in 52 BCE, they conquered the area and established the town of Lutetia, laying the foundations for what would become Paris. The Romans introduced infrastructure such as roads, aqueducts, and amphitheaters, contributing to the development of the settlement as a significant center of commerce and administration. As the Roman Empire declined, Lutetia gradually transformed into a medieval city. The Frankish king Clovis I made Paris his capital in the late 5th century, marking the beginning of its prominence in European history. During the Middle Ages, Paris flourished as a center of learning, trade, and religion. The construction of iconic landmarks such as the Cathedral of Notre Dame, which began in 1163, symbolized the city's importance. The establishment of the University of Paris in the 12th century further cemented its reputation as an intellectual hub, attracting scholars from across Europe. The medieval period also saw the expansion of Parisian architecture and urban planning. The city's population grew, and under King Philip Augustus in the late 12th and early 13th centuries, Paris was fortified with walls to protect it from invasion. Bridges were built across the Seine, and markets flourished, contributing to the city's economic prosperity. By the time of the Renaissance, Paris had established itself as a leading European city, with a vibrant, artistic, and cultural scene. The 17th and 18th centuries marked a golden age for Paris, as the city became the heart of the French monarchy and a beacon of art and literature. Under the rule of Louis XIV, the construction of opulent buildings, including the Palace of Versailles, reflected the grandeur of the French court. Parisian salons, where philosophers and writers gathered, became crucial in shaping the ideas of the Enlightenment. Figures such as Voltaire, Rousseau, and Montesquieu debated political and philosophical concepts that would later influence the French Revolution. The late 18th century brought profound change to Paris with the eruption of the French Revolution in 1789. The storming of the Bastille marked the beginning of a period of radical political and social upheaval. The monarchy was abolished, and Paris became the center of revolutionary fervor. The guillotine became a symbol of the reign of terror, as leaders such as Robespierre oversaw mass executions. Eventually, Napoleon Bonaparte rose to power, declaring himself Emperor of France and transforming Paris into the capital of a vast empire. In the 19th century, Paris underwent dramatic modernization under the leadership of Emperor Napoleon III and Baron Haussmann. The city's medieval layout was transformed into a modern metropolis, with wide boulevards, grand avenues, and improved sanitation systems. This period also saw the construction of iconic landmarks such as the Opéra Garnier and the expansion of railway networks, further solidifying Paris as a center of commerce and culture. Paris played a crucial role in the cultural and artistic movements of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The city became a hub for Impressionist painters such as Claude Monet and Edgar Degas, as well as avant-garde artists like Pablo Picasso and Henri Matisse. The construction of the Eiffel Tower for the 1889 Exposition Universelle symbolized France's industrial and architectural achievements. The bohemian neighborhoods of Montmartre and Montparnasse attracted writers, musicians, and intellectuals, establishing Paris as the artistic capital of the world. The 20th century brought both turmoil and resilience to Paris. During the First World War, the city faced aerial bombardments, but its cultural life remained vibrant. The interwar period saw the rise of literary figures such as Ernest Hemingway and F. Scott Fitzgerald, who found inspiration in the city's cafes and artistic circles. The Second World War brought occupation by Nazi Germany in 1940, and Paris endured years of hardship until its liberation in 1944. Following the war, Paris experienced rapid economic growth and cultural resurgence. The city hosted influential intellectual movements, including existentialism, led by Jean-Paul Sartre and Simone de Beauvoir. The 1960s saw significant political protests, most notably the student uprisings of May 1968, which challenged traditional social structures and government authority. In the latter half of the 20th century and into the 21st century, Paris has continued to evolve while preserving its historical heritage. The city has embraced modern architecture, with the construction of landmarks such as the Centre Pompidou and the Louvre Pyramid. It remains a global capital of fashion, art, and gastronomy, attracting millions of visitors each year. Major events such as the 1998 FIFA World Cup and the spectacle that was the 2024 Olympic Games demonstrate its enduring significance on the world stage. Today, Paris stands as a city that seamlessly blends history and modernity. Its rich past is reflected in its preserved medieval streets, grand Haussmannian boulevards, and world-famous museums. While it continues to face challenges such as urbanization and environmental concerns, Paris remains a symbol of cultural sophistication and intellectual vibrancy. From its humble beginnings as a Celtic settlement to its status as a global metropolis, the history of Paris is a testament to resilience, creativity, and enduring influence. Thanks for listening to the 5-Minute History podcast from 5minutehistory.com. If you enjoy the show and would like to support us, please leave us a review wherever you get your podcasts, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. If you would like to support us more directly, then please consider buying us a coffee. Head on over to 5minutehistory.com/coffee to see how. You may also be interested in our other 5-minute podcasts, which you can find at 5minuteproductions.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.